Hi friends! Today I'm going to take you along with me as I go to an annual rummage sale. And when I tell you I'm excited about this, oh my goodness, I literally look forward to this sale all year long. This rummage sale is huge. I think it's like 50,000 square feet worth of space and full of junk. And it's good stuff. They work on it all year long with donations from people to curate it. It's a charity event. It's amazing. It's a 3-day event, but if you pay extra, you can go on the first day and be like a VIP and get first pick, which I totally do, and it's definitely worth it. So I am bundled up, ready to go. I'm gonna get there an hour early and stake out my spot in line and get a good parking spot, and I'm gonna show you what I get. Last year I went kind of crazy, got so much, it was my first year. This year I'm gonna try and be a little more focused. I now know what types of things people like in my booth and at my shop, and just the different things that I want in my home. I really don't need anything, so I'm gonna try and be controlled here, but we will see. I cannot wait to show you what I get. I will try and do a little shop with me and kind of show you what it looks like, but it does get pretty crazy. It gets very packed, and I will do my best, but it gets a little cutthroat. So I'll try and show you a little snippets of what it looks like in this huge event. So this is just one of the barns. This was all the seasonal decor, just to give you an idea. There were 4 or 5 barns full of stuff. I love this little jewelry box. I love painting jewelry boxes, but I did not like the etched in flowers, so I passed on that one. I'm actually filming this in my second pass through the rummage sale. The first pass I just had to like grab and go. So then I went through a second time and I started filming. And most of what I found was actually down on the floor or just underneath pieces. Everybody had taken what they wanted from their first pass, and I was kind of getting the leftovers. And that's actually where I found most of my good stuff. I love this brass pail. Gorgeous, solid brass piece, great patina. I did snatch that up. I also got this little tin made in England and this gorgeous brass piece made in England. All of those I found on the floor. So you really have to hunt in events like this. But there was just so much beautiful items there. I mean, false craft, milk glass, apothecary jars, just so many beautiful pieces. Let me know if you see something that you would have snatched up that I totally missed. I mean, honestly, you could spend forever in an event like this. I did get this enamel teapot. I love teapots. They also sell well in my booth. I don't normally get enamel, but I'm going to try that one out and see how it does. Love salt and pepper shakers, but I didn't find any good ones this time around. This Pyrex little dish, I passed on it and I wish I had gotten it. I did get the Avon bottle. And there were so many cute little things here. I did get this made in England little creamer. I just thought it was pretty. Pieces like that I love. I also did not get this cow. I did get a creamer a lot like this last year and it sold in my booth. Kind of wish I gotten that one, but I did get this teacup. They had a lot of silver, but I do not typically go for silver. I do go for copper, though. I spotted this copper tray. It's beautiful. It's etched. And I did snatch that up. I love looking at all the littles. I don't usually buy a lot of them, but I love all the little figurines and things like that. They're just so sweet. I did pick up a little pig one for my daughter. She will love it. I thought this little guy was cute. I don't even know what he was, but he was cute and crystal. This was the antique section, and this stuff was higher priced and kind of curated. I didn't really buy much here at all. I will show you in my haul later what I got, but I just liked looking through all of this. My kids would have loved looking at all these vintage toys and trucks and dolls. Some of them were in really good condition, but I just didn't snatch most of this up. But it's fun to look at. So because this was the antique section, things were higher priced and I just couldn't afford most of these pieces, but gosh, I love them, especially all those teapots. And this is what my car looked like afterwards. It looks jam-packed. It really isn't that much. That wagon that I brought was crucial. Highly recommend that when you're going to a big event like this. And let's see what I got. Hey guys, I am back from the rummage sale and I cannot wait to show you what I got. I got quite the haul. Not a lot of huge items. This right here is the biggest one, but a lot of really amazing items. A lot of things made in England, made in France, copper, brass, some Roseville pottery, and a whole lot of other random stuff. So let's jump into this. This might be a little long, but stick with me. I'm gonna try and go through as fast as I can everything I got on this huge rummage sale haul. So first of all, we'll go with this big, big beauty behind me. This is a gorgeous mirror. It has beveled glass, which if you know anything about mirrors, that makes it more expensive. It is extremely heavy. It is well made. It is old. It's beautiful. And I got it for only $6. $6. Crazy deal. Love that. Okay, so I also got this, which she's big. She's beautiful. Obviously this is the girl with the pearl earring. It's a print, but it's professionally framed in this gorgeous gold mirror. It's big, you know, it's like, I don't know, 3 feet tall. And it's beautiful. I don't remember how much I paid for this, but honestly, the most expensive thing from this whole haul was $20. One item I spent $20 on. Everything else was like between $1 and $4 for the most part. Next off, I'm gonna jump into copper items and some pottery. Let's see. So we'll start with this cutie. This little copper pot. I think it was like $2. It's really cute. It has the little pedestal feet on it and the wrought iron handle. So that's really nice. I got this, which is beautiful. This garlic copper pot with the brass. Really beautiful. These ones don't have makers on them, but love me some copper and brass. I snatched it up so fast. This rummage haul, like I said, it's huge. There's about 500 people there. They sold out of the VIP tickets, so it's 500 people there. But because it's so big, it didn't really feel like that, you know, that tight or anything. There was enough space for everybody, but people are grabbing, and you have to be so fast. So whenever I saw anything copper or brass, I just grabbed it, put it in my bag. This beautiful tray is copper, and you can see it's etched. And it'll clean up beautifully. It has some natural patina on it, which I love. And it's just a really beautiful heavyweight piece, like $2. All that was like $2. Then this guy was just sitting here, so I'll do him. He is a Roseville pottery spongeware crock. I'm sure it had a top at some point. I honestly like it just as is. I think it's really cool for, you could put a plant in here, like that would be the best plant holder, or you could make it as a utensil holder. Really amazing. It's so funny to me that the spongeware is coming back in style because my mom had this stuff when I was growing up, and now it's back in style. So I definitely snatched that up. All right, next up, I got this copper pan. I hang these in my kitchen. This one will be for me. And it was only like $2. Has the fruit and all that in it, so that'll go perfectly in my little collection in the kitchen. And I also got this big mamma jamma. This is a solid brass pail, and you can see it would have had like a handle there. The other side fell off, but it's included, so I just have to screw it back on. But yeah, look at that beauty. Huge patina. Use that as a waste basket. I don't know, there's so many different uses with this. So that was a good find. I also found this beauty, and I had to hunt for this. So with this rummage sale, my kind of way that I do it is I pick the place that I wanted to start first, which was the antiques. I would not do that next year. I would start in the homewares, because the homeware section actually had a ton of antiques and vintage stuff all thrown in. And the antique area was like the same thing as just priced higher. It's kind of weird. So next year I would definitely start in the houseware section. And then I spent like a little time there, a little time in antiques. Then I moved to, the pictures and the art, which is how I snatched up the mirror and that picture. I got some other art too, I'll show you. And then I moved over to the seasonal. And then I came back around and I like really quickly went into like the tools. My husband wanted me to go there and check out the tools. And I went into the furniture, and then I did the whole thing again. So I dropped off everything in my car that I had, and I did the whole thing again. And I actually found a lot more in the second pass, because with these types of events, stuff is just like layered on top of each other. And so people are taking what's on top, and there's a whole lot underneath that gets uncovered. And so this and that other brass pot were both things that got uncovered on my second round. And this is beautiful. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like roses embossed in it. It is made in England, stamped on the bottom. Like, what a pretty wastebasket that would be. It's like too pretty to use. But yeah, that is an amazing find. I have no idea. I don't think it had a price on it, so they gave me for like $2 or something. Like, so another fun find, something that I've never found before, is an enamel piece. I've heard that enamel pieces are really popular, especially in kind of like the farmhousey vintage type homes. People like to decorate with them. I have never found one in good condition when I'm out thrifting or estate sales or anything. So when I found this, I knew I had to snatch it up. And this is an enamel. It's like brown speckled teapot. It's in perfect condition. It's never been used. You know, there's no wear on the bottom or anything. So that was a really, really cool find. So I'm gonna put that in my booth and see how that does. And maybe enamel is something that I need to be looking for more in the future. Let me know, is enamel something that you decorate with? Is it something, if you have a booth, is it something that you sell often in your booth? We'll see. Teapots sell well in my booth. I cannot keep them in my booth. So we'll see how this one does. So going along with the teapots, I keeping my eye out for them, because like I said, they sell so well, and honestly, I have a soft place for them. I decorate with teapots in my house. They're such pretty ones. And I had my eye out for them, and the ones they had just weren't great, or they were priced high, or, you know, not my jam. So the enamel one was a really cool find. I also got this one. It says The Baker's Shop. It's an Andrea Besedek. So I don't know if I said that correctly, but that is always a brand that I look for. So that one is a really beautiful find. That will definitely go into the shop. I love that. Then, I think this is my last bit of brass. I found a bunch of brass candlesticks. Of course, I'm looking for these. They have gone up so much in price. I've said in my hauls before, it's really hard for me to find brass these days at a decent price. And this was like the steal of the century. So I found these three in the antique section. And as I said, the antique section was a little high priced, but this didn't have a price on it. Well, it did. It had a price for $4, and it said set, and there were 3 of them. And I was like, yeah, it can't be right, $4 for all 3 of them in the antique section. So I happened to just walk by the head of that section, and she looked at it and she was like, yeah, take them all. They're set, $4. So I got these 3 beautiful, they're like barely even tarnished, brass candlesticks, different heights, for $4 total. Then, as I said, it paid off to just go in the houseware section. These were in the houseware section. Also beautiful brass candlesticks, $4 for the pair. And then I also found another one for $2. I love having mismatched ones in my house. In my shop, I try to sell them all in pairs. I just think, I don't know, when you're shopping in a boutique or an antique store or something like that, that you'd probably want a pair. And I don't usually sell individual ones. So I try and pair them up. So any of the random ones that like don't match, those ones I keep for my house, and I love having mismatched ones all over my house. So that one will probably stay with me. I also got, this is very random, but it actually came with the box and the hardware and everything. I just took it out to show you. This is a brass hook. I have no idea where I'm gonna use this, but I love the little beading detail around the edge, and it's solid brass, it's heavy. So yeah, I think that was like $1 or $2. Good deal. So in terms of art, last year I had high hopes for art. Last year I found some original big oil paintings that were framed in beautiful gold framing and just stunning, and I found several of them, and they're in my home. I kept them in my home. I have not sold them because they're probably worth quite a bit of money, and I did not pay quite a bit of money for them. So they're in my home. I have a whole collection of art that I love and a whole gallery wall of art,
And so I had high hopes this year to find some more original art, and it just wasn't there. They did things a little differently where they pulled some of the original art and put it in a silent auction, and so what was left was just not for me. I'm sure like other people got some and just snatched it up before me, but I just didn't really find much. So I did find that nice print of the girl with the pearl earring. I did find this Norman Rockwell. It's a canvas. I have lots of frames. I'll frame that and put that in the booth. I have this same picture framed in my house, and I really love it. It's a good one for Valentine's Day. They're signing their marriage license, so yep, found that one. I think it was $1. So I also got this piece of original artwork, just a different type. It's cross-stitch. It says happiness is homemade. I think it is so sweet. It's professionally framed. I went back and forth about whether or not I should buy it, but ultimately I think I'm just going to paint this frame because I don't really like the brown on brown. That's not really working for me. But once I paint the frame, I think that it'll help it pop it a lot more. And cross-stitch is really in. And then this was the last piece of art I got. This is like a vintage botanical style print in a really pretty frame. It's professionally framed. It has like the maker of the framing company on the back. So that was a really, really pretty find, and only $2. I mean, the prices you just couldn't beat. So I could have even bought more, but I tried to have restraint. The only purchase that I made in the antique section was those brass candlesticks that I got for a steal of a deal, and the sign that says antiques. I don't think it's old, just based on the hardware that's on the back, but I just love the sign. I'm gonna probably hang it in my booth, and I don't even know if I'll put it for sale, but it just kind of like goes with the vibe, directs people to what they will find in my booth. So that was a fun find, and then this was my most expensive find. Let's see if you can see it. It's this little baby carriage, and it is wicker, and it's in such amazing condition, and look at the detailing on the wheels there. I love it. So beautiful. So that was $20, but well worth it because it's just, that's priceless. It's so beautiful, and it's in such good condition. So that was my most expensive splurge. And then, as I said, I got a lot of items that are made in England, France, Portugal. I tried to really hone in on those things that I'm just not going to find anywhere else. Things that come from other countries, things that are true vintage, true antiques. I tried to stay picky with that. And so these are some of the items that I got that are from different countries than where I am from. These are a set of 4 coasters, and they all have slightly different bird pictures on them, and they were made in Portugal, and they were $1 a piece. I just think those are beautiful. So pretty. This little teacup, I don't know, I have a thing for teacups. I just couldn't pass him up. He doesn't say made in England or anything, but I'm sure he is, because he's little and he's dainty and he's cute and blue and white. Even if you put like a little succulent in that, or like a candle, so cute. This is a hand-painted little plant holder, and it has a hole so you can hang it on the wall if you want, and it is signed on the back. It says hand-painted, made in Portugal, and it has a person's name, and it has a little deer frolicking on the front. I just thought that was really, really pretty. Let's see. Then this little pitcher, I love having little pitchers for like if you're gonna water your plants. This could be a cute little creamer for your coffee, and it's Heron Cross Pottery, made in Staffordshire, England. So really pretty piece. I think it was $2. Then I found a couple tins. I was looking for tins. I'm kind of into that right now. Tins of all different kinds. The ones that I found weren't the normal like farmhouse style ones. These ones are a little more ornate, but they're beautiful. So I snatched them up. But look at this one with the little brass top there. I love that. And this one is made in England. And then this one is my favorite. Look at this. It's like embossed, and it has the brass little knob on top, and it's also made in England. So I love those. How beautiful would that be for like in your jewelry tray, or just like in a display? Oh my goodness, so pretty. Then I also found some Avon items. This is a beautiful little perfume bottle made by Avon. I love the amber color. That'd be perfect in a fall vignette. That was $2. Everything was $2. Let's just go with $2 for everything. This is also an Avon bottle, but it is a car. And they put like the perfume and stuff in here. It's very dusty, very dusty. But yeah, it's Avon. I didn't know it was Avon when I got it, but it says it right here. So that's really cool. I love the cobalt blue. And then this is super random, but this is a courting candle. And it actually came with a 2-pack. There's another candle. It's brand new. Nice hand-carved bottom, wrought iron here. And these types of candles sell really well at the holidays, especially like Thanksgiving, when people are setting their tables and entertaining and all. It has a nice felt bottom. I don't know how much it was, probably $2. Okay, this is, it's hard to show on here, but this is a wreath hanger. And it's one that you can just sit on the ground, like you could sit it next to your fireplace and put a wreath on it, or next to your door, or wherever you want, even on a shelf, if you want to like add some height to a vignette and put it on your shelf. And this was, who knows, $4 maybe? I don't remember what all the little stickers mean. They had little stickers with different colors and they meant different things. I don't remember. Because sometimes they ended up giving it to me for cheaper than what was on the sticker. So I don't know, but that's cool. I'll put that in the booth for sure. Then this piece I actually did not get at the rummage sale, but I got it at the thrift store like the day before the rummage sale. So we're gonna include it, okay? And it is this pitcher and water basin. It's a matching set in beautiful condition. It's very hard to find these without cracks and chips and things. This one's in beautiful condition. I love the pink on it. $10 for the whole set. Can't beat that. I have one in my house, I'm looking at it right now, that has some dried hydrangea in it for fall. These are just a beautiful statement piece in any room. Mine's in like my living room, but you can also put them, of course, in a bathroom or your bedroom, things like that. So the rest of what I'm going to show you is all holiday themed items for the most part. I didn't go crazy last year. I bought so many holiday themed items because I was new to my booth and I needed a lot of inventory. I don't need the inventory this year. I've been collecting all year long. I have tons, especially for Christmas, but there were some items I just couldn't pass up. So this isn't necessarily seasonal, although it would be nice in the holidays. This is just a brand new Waverly lampshade, and I like it because it has the clip-on top. It's hard to find thrifted lamps that have the harp with them and like all the pieces that go together, so it's nice when you can find little ones like this. And this floral, these types of patterns are coming back. I feel like this was just in my home when I was a child and now it's coming back. So that one was, I don't even know. I think she gave it to me for $1. This guy. He's probably my most random purchase. I'm gonna call him Tom Turkey. He is definitely handmade. Cute little bow tie there. Seasonal stuffed animals that are in good condition. I only get the best condition ones and I do sanitize all of them. They sell pretty well in my booth, and honestly, I can see why, because I think this guy's cute. I'd put him in my house. If he doesn't sell, he'll end up in my house. He was really cute. He was more expensive. He was $8, but he's handmade, one of a kind. So, I also bought this not wreath. This is a bow, and I make my own wreaths for the shop, and so this is like a really nice find. Already pre-made bow. I know how to make bows like this, but it's nice that they're already pre-made, and it's cute ribbon for Easter, springtime. I also got, I'm not going to show them, but you're going to see, I'll do a slow pan of everything at the end, and you'll be able to see everything that I bought. And I also bought a couple of grapevine wreaths, just plain ones, and I just use those to make wreaths throughout the year for the shop. You'll also see in my slow pan that I have a table, and I recently thrifted that table. It was only $9. It's a Bombay table in really good condition, so that will be getting a makeover soon. That's the only furniture I bought recently, so I didn't buy any furniture at the rummage sale, which is pretty good, proud of myself, because I do not have room for it. All right, next up, we have this bear going in the stuffed animal theme. I have this bear. This is a Boyd's bear, which is a vintage one, and in beautiful, perfect condition. And I love her. Usually the Boyd's bear that I find are much smaller. This big one is so beautiful, and I love the velvet blue little costume that she's got on. This one would totally match my house. We have this color blue in my house. So yeah, I love her. I just recently sold a Delton little witch stuffed animal witch, and they're collectible. They have hand painted faces, just very detailed, handmade. And this is a little Delton item. She doesn't look like much right now. She needs a little bit of a cleanup, a little bit of a, a spa day, but I got her for $1, so that's a cute little collectible item. And then I got this tin, which I like the tin by itself, but then I read that it also has 13 red candles in it. So inside it has 13 brand new red candles, which it's always nice when you have like brass candlesticks and all to be able to display them with candles in them in your booth. So it's nice if you can get them for cheap. So I got that. Then I got this Santa, which I love him, the blue. How fun. He's made in the Philippines. And yeah, he was only $2. And the lady who rung it up was like, "Ooh, that's a good deal. He's nice for $2." And he doesn't have like any chips or anything. Perfect condition. So Santas do well at Christmas time. So I have a ton of them. Ornaments also do well. I've talked about that before in my hauls. I am loaded up with ornaments I make, and then vintage ornaments that I find. This is a Lily and Vernon one, and it's a little ship in a bottle there. I thought that was adorable. Also got this sweet vintage style towel. It's brand new. It has the tag still on it for 50 cents. So cute. It says, "When Santa comes, may he fill your stocking to the top." And then I also got this guy. I just couldn't pass him up. He looked cute. He looked like my childhood. He lights up. The little pumpkin lights up, and I thought he was adorable. Oh, it's a Desco. Okay. Yeah, that's my childhood. And then what else did I find? This was a steal of a deal. This is a Lenox teapot ornament, brand new. And it had a 12 on it, so people were passing it up because who's going to pay $12? But it was actually only $2 because the green sticker means $2. Things were a little confusing. But I snatched it up, and when they rung me up, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you got that. That's such a steal." So then this beauty, I don't know how much this was for. I just loved it because of the Christmas tree, and it doesn't have any scratches or anything on the Christmas tree, which is hard to find. This goes along with the whole spode plates, and this style is on a lot of different vintage dinnerware for Christmas time. And so I bought it because it's just beautiful. And then when I got it home, I realized it's made in France. Like, all the measurements are in French. And so this is a really cool find for $4 for Christmas. And then the last couple things that I got some hardware, copper hardware, for free. They just gave it to me. I also got, you'll see in my slow pan, a light, brand new. We needed a light in our basement, and I found one brand new in the box, never been opened. So I got that for like $15. And yeah, that's the haul. Man, whew, I did it all, and that wasn't too long. So let me know, what was your favorite item that I got? Is there anything here that you have in your home or that you've been looking for that you're excited to see? Let me know. Please comment. I was so excited to find all these items and share them with you. So until next time and the next haul, see you later.